Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense set on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He breaks a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
Well, I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. It's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the left side. The Tide will get the 1st down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Cano. Flushed out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. this crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Pope. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants to take the top off. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, LSU! Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Play of the quarter coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Swings it out to his running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Running to the left. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can block. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
What a snag by the defense. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a crease to the left. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the run, now to throw. Got a man, it's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Give to the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete to the right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Sends it downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, they've been working on these trick plays in practice, and they must have felt ultra confident to go with it here.
And we practice them all the time, and everybody gets so excited in practice. When are we going to do it this week? When are we going to call it? Great timing on the call for the trick play, and you can see it caught the defense way off guard.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Cano. Extending the play. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. LSU right back to the line. The aerial assault continues. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
On fourth down, looking to pass. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Leaves it with the back. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Open space at the 25. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Back to throw, it's Cano. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete on the right side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Alabama 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on third down. Complete downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown time. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Give to the single back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. In the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, you get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires on the move. Working on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling.
Defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Hartman. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know they've got other timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down. The quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Oh, it's out! And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Using his feet to buy time. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
On the run, fires downfield. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry